Hey guys, welcome back to Mission Wild Crochet. I'm Bree, and today I want to talk about, am I more of a halfway to Halloween kind of girly, or am I more of a Christmas in July kind of girly? So without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, before we get into it, I want to say thank you so much to my subscribers and the people that come back week after week and they're hitting that like button. And I want to say welcome to the new people who maybe found my video for the first time. So, I'm Bree, I live in the Mitten, and it has been so warm here. And then it started raining, which is just adding to that hot, humidity, sticky weather, and I'm over it. I was talking to my internet provider the other day, and they were saying that they were ready for cooler days, which kind of like had this like boop, light bulb moment, which made me think about like all the buzz I've been hearing about people talking about looking for like Halloween stuff in stores, and I've been hearing people talk about, you know, Christmas in July, and I got thinking about it. Am I more of a Christmas in July, or am I more of like a halfway to Halloween kind of girly? And I'm not real sure. So I thought a fun way to do, like, to figure that out would be, I'm going to go through my crochet inventory, like all my like finished products, like things that are just packed up from when we moved. And I thought I would kind of like let that predict which way I'm going to go. And like, I don't have links like for all the different products, but I'm going to try and put as many links as I can in the description. So if you're interested in making any of these kind of things, or if you want to see like the things that inspired the products that I made, then, you know, you can find that in the description. So without further ado, I think let's start with Halloween, because halfway to Halloween comes before Christmas in July. So I found like a few different things that I thought I would like to share. So the first thing I wanted to share was, if you've ever watched the movie Silence of the Lambs, like I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies till I was like old, basically old. And so when I watched Silence of the Lambs, it was one of the first scary movies I'd ever seen. And so it's always been like one of my favorites since it's, you know, one of the first. And I saw this person making a Death Head Moth, and it's like the one that's in like Silence of the Lambs. And I thought this was so fun and so cute. And this was something I had never like used like a dog brush or anything to like make things look extra fuzzy. I don't know if you can see all the fuzziness, but like I brushed the wings out so they would have that fuzziness and you can clearly see the skull. I love this. I think it's so cool. And it's a great little thing you could put like as a decoration on, like, if you have like a buffet or credenza or a table. I mean, you could put this on like a wreath or something. And I really this is one of my favorite things I've made Halloween wise. The second thing I'm going to show you does not have like a full pattern. What it was Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. They had this kind of like crochet together, like, I don't know, lack of a word, competition. And you started off with like this elf bag, which I'll go ahead, I could probably put the link down for the elf bag. But you took the elf bag and then you had to like turn it into something like totally different, but keep all the basic things like the size, the square shape. And at the time I was on like a major like Little Mermaid kick. And so I thought it'd be fun to make like a Halloween bag that you could put like, you could use for like trick or treat or something. And it was like Ursula inspired. So like there was the basic, like, it's hard to see kind of unless I hold like this, like square bag, and the necklace that Ursula wears that Ariel's voice goes into, like that. And then I added like this these kind of like round pieces to make it look kind of like where her bust is, and then the little tentacles. And I went ahead and I put the straps coming from the middle like this, so that it was kind of, you know, like the straps you'd see like on a dress, or kind of like the parts of the necklace. So this was something that I thought was kind of fun. It like started off as like somebody, you know, a project that somebody else had created, and then I got to like switch some things up, make it my own. And so this was a really fun one. Number 3 was keeping with like Little Mermaid in a Disney theme. I wanted to make a pumpkin one year, but I didn't want it to be like just your basic pumpkin. There's nothing wrong with basic pumpkins. I just wanted to do something a little elevated. So I was really inspired because big fan of the Diz Unplugged, and they had just gone to Mickey's Not So Scary and did a video. And I was really inspired by the Mickey Mouse that you see at Disney. And so, I mean, this was easy peasy, kind of like my own design. I just did 3 basic pumpkins. 1 big one, 2 little ones, sewed them on. And then these are just pieces of felt that I cut out that I glued on there. And I mean, super cute. This is one of my favorite pumpkins I've ever made. It's like, it's one of those things where you could just put it like, you can put it on a table or in the corner, just in like a little decor. So, I mean, I guess I'm really going to show how much I like Disney, because this one is also inspired by something from Disney. Or maybe just Disney and Halloween go together for me, I'm not sure. But I made this poison apple. Snow White is such a classic. And the poison apple is so, like, just, it's cute and fun. Now this I do not have like a full pattern for. What I did was I used like an apple pattern that I saw Mikey from the Crochet Crowd had, and then I just crocheted like a circle, this green circle, and then I just worked stitches back and forth, and then back and kind of freeformed this part. But I think this is so cute. I think the poison apple is just like classic Disney and one of my favorite things I made. So that would be my halfway to Halloween stuff. Next, I want to talk about Christmas. I have 3 different things that are like Christmas in July. I've been thinking about, like, if I'm going to make any kind of gifts, like, what am I making? And this would be a good time to start because it's, you know, I mean, we got months till Christmas, and I don't like being in a rush. I don't like rushing through and having to figure out the last minute things. I like to be able, I don't necessarily want to, like, take my time. I'm definitely a move with a sense of urgency kind of person, but I don't want all the pressure of trying to get something done in time. So I've got 2 things that are like gifts, and then one that's kind of a silly thing that's definitely Christmassy. The next thing is a great gift for somebody who lives like in a colder climate like the Midwest, like I live in. And I actually made this for myself because, like, I could picture myself being at like a parade, and you know, it's cold out. I don't want my hands exposed to the elements, but I want to be holding my hot chocolate while I'm watching the parade. So one of these mittens, where it's got, you know, the cup holder, and you could just, I could just see me with a glass of hot chocolate stuck in here, and you can drink it. And then I couldn't find it, but I crocheted a mitten to match this. Like when you make something like this, I mean, since there's red or black, you could just make a basic mitten for the other hand. And this is, you know, your specialty one. But this is a great, like, gift, I think, for somebody who, you know, maybe you know that person likes to hang out in their garage. I mean, it's a great gift, especially for a man. If you know that guy likes to hang out in his garage, but, you know, you don't want his hands getting cold because you worry about your man. This would be a great gift. Or, you know, cutesy gift for one of your gal pals, and, you know, who's running the errands, taking the kids everywhere, and she doesn't like to get cold. So I like this one. I think it's cute. And then I'm pretty sure I found this on YouTube, like the pattern, and I though took it upon myself to make it plaid. So I'll try and make sure I find a link for that one too. Now, here's the best one, I think. Now, I have a dog person. I have 2 dogs. I mean, if you've been following for a minute, you've probably seen one of my dogs laying up here behind me. So I saw, like, and I think a lot of us have seen this, going around Facebook, the little reindeer, like, I don't know what you'd call it, a hat, a snood, maybe a snood. But I made this for my dog. Unfortunately, though, this was too small for my dog. I thought it was going to fit him. It did not. So it's just kind of sitting in my inventory, and, you know, one of these days I'll find somebody who would love it for their dog. But the cute little ears, the little antlers, I mean, just picture your cute little dog. I think this is an adorable thing. If you know somebody who, you know, has a dog and loves to, like, dress them up a little bit, this could be fun for, like, a gift for somebody, or make it for your own dog. All right, so what's the verdict? Am I more of a halfway to Halloween kind of girly, or am I more of a Christmas in July kind of girly? To be honest, I don't think I'm really much of both. I enjoy Halloween to some extent. Like, I like a scary movie from time to time. I love Christmas and stuff, but to be honest, Halloween, was never a big deal at my house. Christmas was always, fun, good memories, but the big holiday in my family was always Thanksgiving. And I mean, I have just so many more like Thanksgiving like memories that are like kind of like those core memories. And so I'm gonna throw in 2 bonus things. And this started not last Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before. I thought it would be fun to make a Thanksgiving project. Now, initially I was going big and I wanted to make this giant like turkey hat, but I couldn't find a pattern for it and it was getting too close, and so I had to say, forget it, I'm gonna go a little bit more basic, but still cute. So let me drop my hair down and I'll show you. So, since I couldn't go with the giant turkey, I was really inspired by this pumpkin pie beret. Now, I don't have a pattern for this. I just was kind of winging it. I think that's part of the reason these are some of my favorite projects, because they're ones I didn't use a pattern. It just kind of, I mean, the idea of a pumpkin pie beret has been out there, but like I freeform this myself and without a pattern. And I mean, these little like bits of like what you see in the crust, and like the whipped cream curl on the top, and I just really like enjoy this one. I wore this Thanksgiving, not last Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving before, and I just thought it was fun. Like, I wore it the whole time. I think it's cute and fun and quirky, just like me. Cute, fun, and quirky, me. So last year's, so I wanted to go a little bit, I wanted to kind of keep with the berets, but I wanted to go a little bit, deeper, like a little bit more complicated. And so I was thinking, another beret, but I wanted a fancier one. So this is the one I had from last year. Now, it kind of cherry pie-ish, kind of like looks like cranberries, but look at all this texture that's under here. Like full on, like a gorgeous color of red and all that texture. And then I made this like lattice, and then these like this is like a more intricate, more complicated crust. And I made this one for last year. What am I going to do for this year? I don't know. I mean, I like making Christmas things. I like making the Halloween stuff. But the one I really think about hardcore is, what am I making for Thanksgiving next year? Like, am I going to do another beret? If I'm going to do like some kind of, am I going to go for the wild like turkey hat this year? I don't know. But I've been thinking about that a lot lately. So I see the beauty in Christmas. I see, the fun in Halloween. But Thanksgiving is definitely my thing. And I mean, hello, these are like super cute. Like, this beret is adorable and I just love it. I didn't think I would like any beret more than I did the pumpkin pie one, because I thought, well, this is classic. But last year when I made this one, and it's got like the lattice and the more intricate like crust on the edge, and then it's got all the texture in the berries, like, or the cherries, I mean, yeah, Thanksgiving is definitely my holiday. So I want to know in the comments, like, are you more of a Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or Easter? I mean, like, tell me, like, what if you're crocheting for a holiday, what holiday are you crocheting for? Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I'll be back next week with another video. Thank you so much for being here. Until next week, take care.